The theme of this year's Queen's Pride is Drag-tastic. And as the art of drag has been under attack recently, it's even more important to remember the vibrant people underneath the makeup. CBS2's Natalie Duddridge explores the history of drag, past and present.
Everyone listen, my name is Rose.
She's one of New York City's most electric drag entertainers and a finalist on season 13 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Rose is the TP, total package.
I can't believe I'm standing on this stage with you. Oh, RuPaul, you always look beautiful.
She goes by Rose, known as the ambassador of the color pink.
I'm the definition of American dream.
We got to meet the person behind the performer.
How's it going? Nice to meet you too.
Ross invited us to his home to show us how he gets ready and becomes Rose.
I like to keep all of my drag downstairs except for in this closet. You want to see?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the only mess you'll find in my house, and this is where I do my makeup.
The transformation is a process.
I've been dressing up like a girl since I was a little kid. My parents have always, luckily, been really supportive of that and you know, encouraged me to chase my ridiculous dreams.
Rose got her start competing in Lady Liberty, a New York City drag competition 6 years ago that propelled her career.
I won that competition, the whole thing, and I kind of just never looked back. It doesn't usually happen like that, and not in New York City. You kind of have to like go through for a few years and like pay your dues and like climb the ladder.
She joined a drag trio that appeared on America's Got Talent.
Most drag queens lip sync. What sets us apart is the fact that we are singers.
And performed on The Voice. And this year, a new challenge. Ross appeared as himself, stripped down of makeup in the off-Broadway hit musical Titanic.
And I was like, oh my God, I feel naked on this stage. I'm so vulnerable. People can see my real face. People can see my real body. Drag is a suit of armor. It is a, you know, a really thickly woven costume over you, and it's protection. And I didn't necessarily realize that mine was for years.
Back in Rose's apartment an hour later, the armor is on and she's ready.
Hi, it's me. It's Pride, and I'm proud.
So how do you describe Rose? Is it a character, an alter ego?
Yeah, I mean, when I started drag, I used to say, because a lot of people do have like a really strict and definitive like alter ego, like it is like a character. And Rose never really was that in the beginning. Now she totally is. But essentially, it's just me with no filter.
Drag is a performance art with a long history. Ancient Greeks recorded men dressing in women's clothing. And in 1600s England, women were banned from acting, so men played their roles. And sometimes women snuck on stage by dressing in men's clothing, as depicted by Gwyneth Paltrow in the movie Shakespeare in Love.
We know what happened in Shakespearean times. Women were not allowed to participate in plays, so the men dressed up in drag. Japanese culture, similar to kabuki theater.
Flame is a drag queen activist and educator who explains that over time, drag impersonation became tied to the LGBTQ community, and therefore it was considered a crime and had to move underground.
Historically, many drag performers or trans people have been forced into nightlife because we have not been allowed access to be out in the light of day because of so much persecution, transphobia.
So as a way to have a career in the daylight, many performers started working drag brunches.
No.
And more recently, reading books to children in what's become known as Drag Story Hour.
I was one of those queer kids that needed to see representation, needed to see that I wasn't alone. So many kids get bullied for the silliest things, you know, too skinny, too heavy, too tall, too short. And this book teaches kids that it's okay to be yourself no matter what you are.
Look how happy he is.
Performers say there are many misconceptions about Drag Story Hour, but their goal is simply to encourage kids to be comfortable in their own skin.
My daytime character feels more like a clown. Dressing up as your favorite made-up character. So for me, my character is a king. My character is a man.
Oliver the Place is also a Drag Story Hour NYC reader who identifies as non-binary. Oliver says recently a child asked about their identity.
She goes, Titi, are you a girl? And I go, no, I'm not a girl. And she goes, are you a boy? And I go, no, I'm not a boy either. I'm kind of neither. I'm kind of both. I'm kind of all over the place. And she goes, my name out of drag is Angel. And she goes, your name is, she goes, you're just Angel? And I go, yeah, exactly. And she got it immediately.
And for those who don't get it, these queens and kings say they're not asking for approval, they're just asking for acceptance.
In the day and age in which we live now, and in this country, I think it's really important to solidify the message that drag is not dangerous. Drag is the opposite of dangerous. It is love.
Through all the multifaceted layers, the makeup, the hair, the outfits, Rosé says she's discovered herself. And now she's setting off for a world tour with RuPaul's Drag Race, all dressed up with everywhere to go.